Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Annikasisodiachannel and today we're going to take a look at Dr. Joe Dispenza's method of letting go of the past so that you can allow for a brighter new future and you can manifest exactly what you want. Now, letting go of the past is actually a lot easier than you think, but it does require discipline on your side, and that is in the form of meditation and feeling the feeling that you felt in the past until you habitualize to that feeling and that you no longer feel the anxious triggers or sadness that you feel when you think about that past situation. You see, Dr. Joe Dispenza says that you cannot go into the future by holding onto the biology of your past. He says that most of us humans are products of trained behaviors and opinions, feelings, and thoughts from the past. So when you perpetuate a thought, it ends up becoming a habit. And when it becomes a habit and you keep doing it many times consistently, it becomes a learned behavior. But the problem is that when you have learned behaviors by focusing on what's happened to you in the past 10 years ago or 5 days ago, then you are perpetuating that exact same reality from the past into the present. And you cannot manifest what you want in the future if you are still the person that existed in the past. So to manifest a new future, be it better job scenarios, be it better business scenarios, be it a better partner and not maybe an abusive partner you may have had in the past or a horrible boss you had. If you want to manifest a new future that's different from the past, then you need to unlearn those behaviors. And then you have to rewire in new thoughts consistently. And therefore, these new thoughts and these new emotions will then become habits. As you start building these new habits by consistently rewiring in the new thoughts, emotions, and feelings, then you will rewire a new belief system. And then naturally, your action steps will also follow. But it does actually require a lot of discipline on your part, because unlearning old habits is a skill and it requires time, dedication, perseverance, and patience so that you can rewire a new person which is able to accept the new reality that you actually are asking for. You can't manifest a new reality with the old mindset, because even if you did manifest it, it would disappear because you are reverting back to your old patterns. Now, thank goodness for the time delay when it comes to manifestation, so you do have time to be able to implement this. But the strategies that I really recommend is, number one, what Dr. Joe Dispenza says, is to meditate and quieten your mind. If your mind keeps going back to certain scenarios, and that tends to happen to me a lot, and I have used this to break away from that amalgamation of crazy overthinking and freaking out like it's going to be the end of the world. You have to literally pull yourself out, go to a quiet place and meditate and quieten your mind. There's tons of meditations online. I will be releasing one of my own as well. And then once you quieten your mind, you're allowing for the perfect space for you to build on new thought processes and start consistently building on those so that they become habits and then new learned behaviors. The second thing is something that actually Dr. Joe Dispenza is not very fond of from what I've read of all his teachings, and that is, I believe that to get over the past, you have to feel the emotions that you felt in the past so that you're no longer afraid of it. So if you are traumatized by your past, if you are fearful of something that happened then, or you are worried about something and those learned behaviors, many times in the past, we tended to avoid feeling the feelings of just feeling horrible. We used to run away from those things. Maybe you had a horrible ex-girlfriend or boyfriend, and maybe you never really dealt with the trauma they caused you back then, so that your underlying fears in the present are there in your current reality and could jeopardize your future. So the best way to deal with this is either get a therapist or go to a friend or even do it alone. Feel the feelings you felt in the past and realize they have no meaning. They have only the meaning that you give them. Someone may have called you awful looking. That's their opinion. Doesn't mean that's true. Someone may have called you any sort of thing. People could literally say anything. I mean, take myself for an example. I have another YouTube channel and I grew that over 2020 to 2022 and I'm still working on that. And I used to get tons of positive comments, but I'd always get that one really annoying comment. And some of those comments were so rude that I'd actually question to myself, wait, is this true? And then I was like, maybe it is in their reality, but it's not in my reality. So it doesn't matter what they think. It only matters what I think, because at the end of the day, we are in control of our own energy and our own confidence. And if we're exuding a positive energy, self-love, feeling excited for all the possibilities that come our way, then we are bringing the control back into us again, and not these silly comments said by people that you probably don't even know now. So the reason I say let yourself feel the emotions that you felt in the past, I don't mean on repeat. I mean let yourself feel it until you realize they're not actually scary, until you realize you can habitualize to them, and then you realize, actually, I don't need to give this thing a meaning. I could choose to let it go and move on and focus on a new future and a new belief system with perhaps my new partner or my new job or my new business or whatever it is that you want to manifest. When you realize that your worth is not determined on the past or external circumstances, people, your job, how busy you are, your social life, whatever it is, when you realize that these things do not determine your worthiness for everything you want, that's when you can choose, just choose to let it go. And when you do that, you then open your horizons to manifest exactly what you want. But it's important that we deal with the past before we're able to start rewiring in new thoughts. Because I do think that sometimes if you don't deal with unresolved issues, they can come back to bite you later. And you don't want that to stop your manifestation or something great that you have in the future. One of the other things that Dr. Joe Dispenza recommends when it comes to letting go of the past is to practice positive self-talk. I know you hear that everywhere, but I have my own take on it. I personally think that positive self-talk is actually not so much making yourself just feel happy because you're sad. You can't do that. You do have to be authentic and know that we have a range of emotions. Some days you will feel happy, some days you'll feel sad, some days you'll feel angry. Those are normal human emotions. But he always says that it's the refractory time period from your reaction that is most important. So if you're able to get out of that feeling of anger and step away from it, and then choose to bring yourself into positive energy and a better mindset again, then you will manifest your future desires. Now, this is definitely something that I have struggled with. I'm still working on it, and I think everyone is always on their personal journey. No one is going to have everything nailed down. So I think that in this scenario, I personally find the best way that helps me is that when I am in this overthinking bubble of the past or some fear, then I try to reel back in my energy and try to remember who the hell I am. And when I do that, I genuinely get excited about life again. And I start focusing on the present moment and the exciting new future ahead, rather than focusing on the rubbish from the past that I don't want to hold on to. I mean, I'm not saying that if you've had a great past and there are memories you do enjoy, definitely keep them as cherished memories. I'm talking about the negative memories, the feelings you felt in the past, maybe where you felt inadequate or you felt neglected, maybe by a parent or maybe by a partner, or maybe your boss didn't give you enough recognition. Those things can be internalized very easily, but it's really important that if you have done that, you can unwire it and start rewiring a new positive self-talk where you reel in your energy and you focus on the present moment and the future moment. Anyway, guys, this is my first video on a Dr. Joe Dispenza series. I'd love to make more videos showing you my input on his teachings and whether they work for me and how I felt they were best applied. And also, guys, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and that subscribe button and that bell notification. It would really help support my channel. And if you want one-on-one coaching, then drop my email a little message and I will get back to you ASAP. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!